Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. How are you doing this morning? It's a privilege to be alive this morning. God be praised. And here is your morning inspiration. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Wishing you a productive and a motivating Wednesday. It doesn't matter what you are going through this morning. Just remember that God has your back and it's going to be a great day. You could be suffering from some health situation, rheumatoid arthritis, cancer, whatever it is, you are going to have a great day, right? Once you have the will and there's a way, it's going to be a productive day. So, for those who are celebrating a birthday this morning, happy birthday to you. And if you're celebrating an anniversary, happy anniversary to you. Hope you all had a restful night. Holidays are over. Now it's time. Some persons are back at work from yesterday. Some are on holidays still, like me. But here I am this morning doing this live, and it is a pleasure. It is a a blessing. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. All right. Remember to also watch the ads, because it's the ads, through the ads we gain a revenue. Anyway, I am here in Jamaica. Jamaica land we love. Yes, man. So there's a new development here in Jamaica, and I think most Jamaicans are happy with it, and some are not happy. But anything that will make your life better, in a sense, should make you happy. If you have to spend less money, that should make you happy. Now in Jamaica here, um, you know that we have good relationship with the Chinese. So there's a fleet of Chinese that come to Jamaica. Some of them they're entrepreneurs. Some of they come and they open stores, they haberdashery, and we get good deals from the Chinese. Now you know that the Chinese, they are good business persons. Very good. They are good at um, doing business, and I think instead of some Jamaicans bashing the Chinese, I just think that they need to take some of the habits, the good habits from the Chinese, the habits of doing a good business. So we have from last month Chinese, they come and they have a new um what should I say now? A fleet of mechanics. All right, so they rent a place or they build a place somewhere in corporate area, Kingston, Spanish Town, that area. So they open a mechanic shop and store where you can get any parts that you need for your vehicle, and the labor, the cost for fixing the vehicle is far way cheaper than when a Jamaican mechanic fix the car. You can get diagnostic check done, any parts you need, right? So you have the Jamaican mechanics and other persons are bashing the Chinese that they come and taking away Jamaican work and Jamaican mechanics have children to feed. But let me tell you something with Jamaicans. Let me say, some Jamaican mechanic, because I have a very good mechanic. I have a very good mechanic. If something is wrong with my vehicle, and I am not able to go to the shop, he will come and he will, diagnose the problem, fix the problem, sort me out real nice. But sometimes the price to fix the vehicle is exorbitant. Now the difference between the Jamaican and the Chinese mechanic is that the the Chinese mechanic now charge half of the price, where the Jamaican mechanic would charge you an arm and a leg. Now, can you imagine you spend $30,000 buying parts for your vehicle, and then the mechanic is going to charge you 40,000 to fix the vehicle? Does that make any sense? That does not make any sense, and that is a problem with us Jamaicans. You understand? We love money and we overcharge people all the time. We overcharge our own, and that's why the Chinese do better businesses in Jamaica than our own Jamaicans. If you have two stores, a Chinese store and a Jamaican store, I can tell you that most persons are going to go into the Chinese store because you get value for your money in the Chinese store. You understand? So the Chinese are here doing an excellent job, and persons are there bashing. If I was nearby, I would find a Chinese um, mechanic also, because I'm going to save some money. You understand? And they sell all the parts. It's like a one shop stop. You get everything that you need for your vehicle there. And that's what Jamaicans should do. Get with the time. Stop overcharging your customers. Stop overcharging customers. You understand? If there's something value $10, say it's $10. Don't overcharge. Sometimes when you go mechanic with your vehicle and reach home after they charge you an arm and a leg, guys, when you go home, the problem arise again. And when they come back and fix it again, if problem still not solved and they are charging you extra money. So that's why persons are flocking. That's why persons are flocking the Chinese shop. I would take up the offer too, right? And if you're going to spend less money, why not? Why not? Welcome to the live, guys. As you come in, thumbs up the live. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thumbs up the live as you come in. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Anyway, so I'm going to talk a bit about having the will and determination. Have you ever have the will and determination to do something, but then you have some setbacks? Yes, man. Having the will. Welcome in, guys. Welcome, 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 welcome. No, so in order to build your willpower, you have to set clear goals. You have to define what you want to achieve and set measurable goals. And then you have to create an environment for success. Now, there are times when persons have the will and have the determination, but they're not in the right environment. So, environment has a lot to do with, your whole success, your whole development. So, if you want to achieve, you have to eliminate the distractions and create a conducive environment for focus. Now, I remember when I decided that I want to be a teacher. I grew up in a large family, and in my household, it was not conducive to study. I have the will and I have the determination, but the environment was not there for my success. So I remember the first time I did my CXCs, and I did not get all of them because I did not get to study the way that I wanted to or I should because of the environment, the distraction. So, because of my determination, because of my willpower, I told my parents that, in order for me to move forward, I have to go somewhere where my mind can be settled, I can be more focused. And so I did. And many times you see young people fail. It's not because they are dunce or they are not capable. Sometimes it is the environment that they are in that prevent them from being successful. So I left and I found somewhere where my mind was at ease and I could study, you know, and from there on I proceed to college. I got my subjects and I became a teacher. So sometimes you have to create an environment for success, eliminate the distractions, and create a conducive environment for focus. And even with the children, the students in which I teach, sometimes when they go home, whenever they go home, the environment is not conducive for them to do their homework. You'll have daddy, their father, playing a boombox around the corner. You will have somebody smoking, cursing up bad words. Not in all cases, but most time. Sometimes there is no electricity at the house. Sometimes there is no one there to help them. So it prevents them from completing their assignment. So having the will and determination, begin with small challenges and gradually increase the difficulty level. Right? So if you know that, all right, you want to go into the police force, right? And you need 4 subjects, but you don't have enough money to pay for the 4 subjects or whichever field that you want to go into. Start with 2 first and then do the other 2, right? So begin the small challenges or whatever, whichever feel you're going into that this applies to. Begin with small challenges and gradually increase the difficulty level. And another thing that you have to practice self control. Sometimes we are too eager. You understand? Sometimes we are too eager. We don't know how to control ourselves. Delay gratification and practice self control in our daily life. We have to do that daily. All right. And how we are going to continue to have the will and determination to carry out your mandate that you have, that goal that you have in mind. Monitor your progress. How are you going to monitor your progress? Track your progress and celebrate small wins. Yes, man. So as you jump over one hurdle, you thank God. You understand? You go out with your friend, you have a drink. Yeah, man. And then you continue to build that determination. Find your why. Identify your motivation and remind yourself why you're working towards your goals. All right? If you need a house, you need a car, you know you're going to need an income, right? Yes, because you cannot get a car without money. You cannot get a house without money. So you have to find your why, identify your motivation, and remind yourself why you're working towards your goals. And then now you have to create a routine, establish a daily routine that supports your goals. Yes, man. You have to do that. Establish a daily routine that supports your goal. For example, my brother has one of my brother is self-employed, and he has a food truck, and he said that one day he would like to own his restaurant. So what he does daily, every day he has to get up and he has to prepare, he has to season up the meat, he has to prep the food, and then he have to go and cook the food. Then he have to go into the food truck and he has to sell, because guess what, he needs a restaurant. So this is how he establishes his daily routine that supports his goal. Yes, man. So you have to have a daily routine. For the pastors now, you know that the pastors, they have a goal in mind. So I'm sure that the pastors, they're going to go and pray and fasting. And at this time in the morning, they are going to be up praying. You understand? Praying for their flock, praying for a new day. You understand? For teachers, they have to make sure that they plan their lessons in order for them to teach their class. And so it varies according to, your goals and your aspiration. And always remember to stay positive. Sometimes it's hard because of the environment that you are in, but stay positive. Maintain a positive attitude and focus on the solution rather than the problem. For example, I suffer with rheumatoid arthritis, and in the morning I get stiff joints, ache and pain all over. But guess what? I don't focus on that. I try to find a way eliminate the pain. So I do roll over, I do my stretches. Yes, man, I don't lie down for long. I don't sit for long. I keep moving. Hence why I'm up at this hour. Yes, man. And I tell myself, say, look here, rheumatoid arthritis not going to control my life because rheumatoid arthritis is not God. So I get up, I do my stretches, I drink my water. So I find, I stay positive, and focus on the solution rather than the problem, rather than the pain. And then again, when you find that will, that determination, you have to have a supporting team around you. Surround yourself with people who support and encourage you. That is very important. Anything you're doing in life, you need a support team. You need somebody to cheer you on, to tell you that, you know, you can do this. It's just few more days left for you to finish. It's just one more year, right? So you need those persons around you. And if you buck your toe, it's not the end of the world. Learn from failures. Many of us think that failure is final. Failure is never final. Use setbacks as opportunities to learn and grow. And be consistent. Anything that you're doing, be consistent. When I come on YouTube, I may not get 1,000 views, but one thing they can say with Journey with Jackie, that she's consistent. Consistency is key to building your willpower and determination. And I don't know who is out there need this guidance this morning. Because consistency is key to building willpower and determination. And while you're building that willpower and that determination, remember to stay flexible. Yes, you have to stay flexible, adapt to changing circumstances, and adjust your plans accordingly. And never forget to practice mindfulness. You have to be mindful, stay present, focus, and aware of your thoughts and emotion. Sometimes this take me off guard. Sometimes, based on how you feel, sometimes, your emotion comes out. So stay present, focus, and be aware of your thoughts and emotions. You know, right here, so I'm speaking to myself. And you see, when you get that will and that determination, acknowledge whatever, when you achieve that goal, acknowledge and celebrate your achievements along the way. You know that some persons don't like to celebrate, but it's important to celebrate your achievement. Let somebody celebrate with you. Stay committed and remind yourself of your goals and stay committed to achieving them. So this is your morning inspiration. I hope that by incorporating these strategies into your daily life, you can build the willpower and the determination needed to achieve your goals. And as I was speaking before now about the Jamaican, some Jamaicans having a fit over the Chinese mechanics that are here. What I would want for what my wish is for some of these Jamaican mechanics, go and learn something from the Chinese mechanics. Jamaican mechanics need to go and learn something from the Chinese mechanic so that they will become competent in their job. All right. So this is where I could go on and on, but this is where I think, I'm going to end the live, you know, but nevertheless, have yourself a fantabulous day. I hear the roosters crowing, so you know that it's almost time for the neighborhood to wake up. Oh God, guys, check out the rest of my videos on my channel. You know, watch them, give them a thumbs up, and leave a positive comment. So remember, guys, remember, you can have the will and determination to do whatever you want to do, but is to understand the importance of will and determination. All right. God bless you and peace out. Keep persevering, guys. Okay. Hi, everybody. Good morning.